But I love that,
Exactly.
going on the
Blue.
stage.
That's
I
beautiful.
agree with,
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
ready to reveal something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right, yes.
So this one she started painting in Seattle in our guest room and had done about, I think 10 layers was what you referenced yesterday. And,
Yeah.
and last Sunday we went to rescue these two kittens. And the motion we came back to was this like motion of holding them and embracing them and their tails getting tucked around them and that sort of kitten-like shape. And so as she kept painting, those things fed into the painting and it became these like hugging movements.
In Småland, like the same spot in Sweden. And I paint in a place called Värmlandsnäs. A lot of time in nature just to breathe again. Because I was in Kuala Lumpur during 3.5 months where we couldn't exit the apartment building even. So it was so good to get home to nature. You could walk again outside in the forest and be by the water. So. And for me, every time before I sit down and paint, I like to meditate. Because I do find that it's much easier to find both your like curiosity, your inspiration and your creativity, but also like the probably subconscious themes that kind of pop up in the art. And I have 2 pieces here. The first one has a lot of this like warm yellow. And I've been reading a lot about the science on color and how this warm yellow actually works as a light antidepressant. So for me, it's one of my favorite colors to use. And I believe it's connected to nature again, of course. Like in Sweden, after a really long 6 months darkness and cold, we get to see the sun again, right? So it's quite obvious why to me. And I think our colors also shift depending on what landscape we are in. And in the last years, I've been moving more and more towards working with like how color is connected to our emotions and working a bit more semi-abstract. I really like to be in between realistic and abstract. And I think to me it's more like creating a story that can have many different outcomes. And what I love to do is really to ask this question to everyone, like, what kind of story do you see in the work? Which to me is, I mean, yesterday was so interesting to hear the stories from the people that visited the exhibition. Like I heard a few of the younger women there saying that they could see a lot of confidence in the paintings. They could see confidence, but they could also see like both a very strong feminine woman, but also, yeah, both feminine and strong together. And I try to picture like different moods of when transition, change happens. So that is one of my themes that I keep going back to. And it's the one thing we cannot change, right? Change will always happen to us. And it's about how we move into these transformations, I think. So that's a major theme in my work. Also in the abstract.